My name is Joyce Tam. I'm a nurse practitioner. I have two kids, 26 and 18.
What results did you achieve in our program?
Through this program, I have lost 10 pounds.
You're tiny, so 10 pounds for you is a lot.
Yeah. I think I lost it in like the places where I wanted. So it's mostly in my torso. I really wanted to feel good about my body, be able to fit in my clothes. Just wanted to have more self-confidence about my body.
And do you feel like you achieved that with our program?
Yes, for sure, for sure. Really appreciate the emphasis not just on tracking your caloric intake or the types of food, but also exercise. Because someone my age, especially me being a woman, it's really important to continue with the strength training because we lose muscle mass with all the changes that we're going through.
And what made you decide to finally say yes to our program?
Went through the NOOM before, and that was okay. Felt like I needed some more accountability. Really appreciate you give me the feedback every week on how I'm doing and what areas I need to improve on. That really helped me keep me accountable for what I was doing.
What other diets did you try in the past before coming to us?
Low carb diet, but I never really stuck to anything consistently.
What were you struggling with before you signed up for our nutrition program?
When I was in NOOM, I had actually lost 20 to 25 pounds. I'm like, okay, I stopped. And then I gained the weight back. And then when I tried to rejoin it, then, the weight wasn't coming off again. That's why I chose this program.
Before you joined us, what were like those struggles? How were they affecting your daily life?
I was having less energy. Like I said, I had regained some of the weight and, I don't want to buy a whole new wardrobe again. I wasn't really exercising as much.
What was different about our program compared to other diets that you had tried in the past?
It was focused more on the protein intake and exercising and strength training, versus the other programs was more focused on calories. The one-on-one coaching, that was really helpful and really appreciated it because, like I said, that was giving me more guidance as far as what I need to look for and what I needed to work on.
How has the individualized accountability and the support from me, your coach, help you stay on track?
Really appreciate the weekly updates, Excel spreadsheet that I fill out every week, even though like I was doing it like at 9 o'clock at night on a Sunday. And I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. I want to go to sleep. But I was like, yo, I got to do this so I can send it to Natalia so that, she can send me the feedback. Just that feedback was just really, really helpful for me, telling me, okay, this is what you need to work on. You got to increase your protein intake or you got to increase your fiber intake. So making those small adjustments every week. And so I have a whole notebook for that.
Oh my God, is that a notebook of notes?
Yes, this is all my notes every single week. So I kept all the notes.
Like working with you was very easy because you were very focused and dialed in. And I gave you a tip and you were just on it with following it. And there was never like, oh, I got too busy, so I didn't get a chance to do it. It was more like, nope, I'm gonna figure it out. And I literally just made a post on Facebook about that the clients that are the most successful are the ones that no matter what happens in their life or how busy or stressful their life gets, they figure it out. They make it happen.
Right,
they don't just use that as an excuse to not do the things that they know they need to do to get to their goal.
It's easy for me to follow the plan, and then the key is just figuring out, well, okay, if I'm going to eat this way, I also have my husband and my kids, my son, okay? I don't expect them to eat yogurt every single day like me, but what do we figure out to eat as far as dinner is concerned that is filling, satisfying for them and for me? Having that flexibility and just say, okay, you know what? It's okay to have white rice because I'm Asian. We eat white rice all the time. That's okay. But you know what? I can eat more of the protein and less of the rice and more vegetables and fruits.
Do you feel like based on our program, you were able to have a better relationship with food compared to when you were doing NOOM?
It just was not sustainable because as soon as I went off the program and thought I was like, oh yeah, I can do this, I just gained all the weight back. And so I'm like, no, this isn't working. I'm menopausal or in the middle of menopause or something. I can blame it on that.
You still got great results even going through perimenopause or menopause, which is, I know a lot of women struggle with. They're like, oh, I can't lose the weight because I am in perimenopause and menopause. But the reality is that unless you have everything checked off, like your lifestyle box, you're eating enough protein, your strength training, you're doing all the things that we had you focus on. If you have everything dialed in and you don't make progress, then yeah, there's maybe something going on that you could address, like a blood work.
Right.
But if
Right.
you're not doing those things, then you can't
Hmm.
blame it on the perimenopause or the hormones, right? So
Right.
in your
Right.
case, is like you're going through all of that, but yet you still lost 10 pounds, you got lean, you're getting strong, and you got great results.
Other thing I really appreciate you is you focusing, telling me how important sleep is, because I think we take that for granted. Even though in my line of work, I tell patients, you gotta sleep, right? And then, but I don't like take my own advice. I'm like, what the heck?
Especially because, your work is very stressful as a nurse and you work long hours. So the sleep is
Mm-hmm.
super important for you to be able to perform even better at work and have the
Right,
energy.
right. So, I have no problem falling asleep, but I used to have problems like staying asleep. So I would wake up at like 2 in the morning and 3 in the morning, and I couldn't go back to sleep. And so now I've changed a couple things, and so now it's a lot better.
What did you change?
I take the magnesium glycinate every night now. So I think that's helped a lot. And then I make sure the temperature in my room is cooler, even though my husband's like complaining. I'm like, no, you can put more blankets on. Just maintaining a regular routine at night at bedtime. So just trying to go to sleep at the same time, almost at the same time every night, even on the weekends, and waking up at almost the same time on the weekend.
Those little tweaks and adjustments, they go a long way.
That personalization, that individualized coaching, I think that made a huge difference in the success this time around.
What do you feel changed in your eating habits that helped you achieve your goal?
I am eating a lot less processed foods, more focused on whole foods, fruits and vegetables, chicken, fish, lean meats. I am doing more meal prepping over the weekend. That's just so easy, just meal prep over the weekend. So you have your meal set for the week. And so, I come home, it's in the fridge, and all I have to do is just reheat it. I do find myself stocking up on like frozen fish or frozen ground turkey. Those can make pretty quick and convenient meals.
Goal of our program is to teach you the tools how to lose the weight and keep it off, but also
Hmm.
change your lifestyle. So everything that
Right,
you learn, you have to make sure that you continue doing so that way you can keep the weight off and continue to make progress down the road too. Versus with Noom,
right.
like they don't really teach you anything. It's like just follow this, but then once you're done, it's like, okay, you didn't learn anything.
You have given me the tools going forward. I know what I need to do to maintain my weight. And
How did you manage to increase your protein? And what did you do to increase your protein? Because it was very challenging for you at first. So what changed?
things like Greek yogurt, eggs, chicken. You can buy rotisserie chicken that's already shredded. And so I made that into like a chicken salad. So things like that are really easy and simple for me that I can just prepare the night before and then bring to work. I'll make sure that for dinner time, yeah, I have some good source of protein. So like ground turkey, chicken, salmon, so things like that.